Hello everyone. Today is Friday, November 2nd. It's 3:29 p.m. It's about 30 minutes before the regular session close. On my left is the time and sales. You can see the E-mini S&P trading at 2720. It was a pretty decent day for the auto trader today. First up is the DAX on a 3-minute chart. And this had been doing really well and then had a couple of losing days, and it came back today with a nice grouping of trades here and finished at 27.25. Our goal on this is 5,500, so well shy of its goal, but a fairly nice finish. It looks like it made an equity high here of almost $4,000 and then stopped trading because of time, which is good because the loss would have deepened had it finished beyond 2:30 in the afternoon. Okay, next is the DAX on a 150 Heikin-Ashi chart, and this finished at 2562. And the goal on this is 2550, so this hit its goal and had one tick of positive slippage. And if I tighten up the chart, we did not have a negative drawdown. Our first equity high was about 1500. So again, you know, if you go with lower goals, you would have hit your goal very early in trading. But this did pretty well. It didn't draw down that much, and it came up and hit its goal of 2550. Okay, next up is the Nasdaq on a 5-minute chart. This started off with a loser and drew down about 500 per contract, or $1,000 on 2 contracts. But then it came back and hit its goal on a single trade. So this trade was good for almost 300 ticks on this trade. I had expanded the profit targets on this, and you can see my first profit target is 350 ticks, and that's what happened here. So this is a 350 tick trade in the Nasdaq. There's 4 ticks to a point now, so about 75 points in the Nasdaq, and really excellent trade placement on this trade. So the goal on this is 3,600, shy of its goal, but really solid performance on this chart today. Okay, the DAX on a 610 tick line break chart. This has a goal of 2,500, so this hit its goal and had a couple of ticks of slippage. This one I also expanded the profit goals on this. They were quite a bit tighter, and I loosened these up, and this actually turned out pretty good today. So very nice performance on this chart, doing 2450 for the day. Okay, the Nasdaq on a 150 Heikin-Ashi tick chart hit its goal of 2550, I believe, 2500. So it just came within, it had a couple of ticks slippage basically, and that was quite a comeback here. It finished trading within the first hour of trading, but it was quite active in that hour. If I tighten up the charts, we can see that it drew down about 600 per contract, and again very active. It first made an equity high of 700 and then drew down, and then it recovered. This starts trading pre-market at 8 o'clock, so had I started trading at 9:30, and I think I'm going to change that. This chart, I've noticed it's not getting much benefit from pre-market. In any case, it did hit its goal for the day, and quite a remarkable comeback here, as when things go good, they go very good. In this group of trades brought us to our goal today. Okay, the DAX on a Super Renko 14 tick hit its goal in 2 trades. This is the one with the $2,000 goal, and once again, this doesn't look like much, but the volatility on the DAX being as volatile as it is, this was enough to bring it to its goal on 2 contracts, and that was trading was completed in an hour and a half. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 377 Heikin-Ashi chart, and this hit its goal of 1,550 and had a couple of tick slippage, but this was done in 2 trades. So pretty nice performance here as well. Okay, the crude oil on a Super 7 tick started off with a loser, and then we drew down not very much, only about 100 per contract, and then came back with these two nice winners here, and I believe we hit our goal of 1200. So we had 1 tick of slippage per contract at the exit here. Okay, next up is the Nasdaq on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart, and the Nasdaq really rocked it today. This only drew down about 250 per contract, or 200 per contract, and came up and finished at 1495. The goal on this is 1510, so just shy of its goal. But the Nasdaq in general has been very consistent and a very good market to trade with the Autotrader. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on the Super 4 tick, and this has the Super 6 tick higher time frame. This was a bit volatile today. It drew down $800 or 400 per contract, and then it was straight up from there. Notice that the losers were in the first 25 minutes of trading, and then after that it was straight up. So some experimentation is good to try about starting trading at the open of the session or maybe 30 minutes after the open. That can be beneficial. Okay, the crude oil on a Super 6 tick using our line break logic has been very consistent for us. This drew down about 200 per contract and then came back up, and I think it hit its goal of $1,000. Okay, the CL on a 150 Heikin-Ashi chart made an equity high of about $900. Very little drawdown here, about $100 or 50 per contract, and then came up and made an equity high of 900 and settled in at 650 for the day. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a regular 5 Renko chart, again, a super consistent chart for us. The goal on this is $800. I raised it from 700 or 750, and this has a higher time frame filter of a Super 6 tick, and this had 3 winning trades, no losers, and you can see them here, and this hit its goal of 800 and had a tick of slippage per contract. Okay, last but not least is the E-mini S&P on a Super 4 tick with the 2 tick higher time frame, and this has a goal of 750, and it drew down about 175 per contract, and here came back with these nice winners in a row to recover from its drawdown and hit its goal with no slippage. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.